engine and transmission assembly clunk every time the gear changes or it gets put into gear. The whole car just... Yeah, and you can look there. No, you can't. You can see it moving. So yeah, I'm gonna replace that motor mount. This is cruise control module, and so what you do is you just pop that clip off and you pull the thing out, which is pretty easy if you have two hands and you're not holding a camera. And you just pop this clip off and just set it aside. Also, I'm sorry about the weather noises you're hearing in the background. Apparently, there's a very slight risk of a tornado, so excuse that if it happens. And now, do not lift the vehicle. Just jack the engine up. Well, don't jack it up. Just make it at level so the engine won't drop when you take that motor mount out. Because this is it's a structural oil pan, but it won't hold. There should be a warning. Yeah, do not lift vehicle by using oil pan. Because what'll happen is you'll crack it, and I mean you could replace it on these without dropping the subframe, but it's still a pain to do. So yeah, just be careful. Power steering pump. Making sure your engine doesn't drop as you move that. Uh-oh. Hold on. It's fine. It's in there. It's moving separately from the car, so you know it's supported. So now I gotta get an extension for this, I think, but there's a bolt there, or a nut there and a nut there that mounts to a frame rail. It's got, yeah, it's got that's what holds that, the motor mount in, or the piece that the rubber piece mounts to. That got really hot. I don't know why that was so stuck on. It's weird. And then I gotta get to the other one, which I can get around this coolant hose. I don't think I'll need an extension, because I can't find any for some reason. Yeah, if you're trying to do this by hand, I feel sorry for you, but it's possible. Yeah, get yourself one of these. Ah, that's hot. Yeah, no, that's easily a half-degree burn. A halfst. It's like first, but like half. Alright, anyway. And this just comes right off, but you gotta wiggle it out of the way. But you can see it's loose, it'll come out. I just need two hands. Is unbolt it from the top here, and undo these two bottom bolts as well. Same process, just backwards. So you take this little top plate off. Make sure it's facing the same side. And then basically, let's see, which one has the writing? Oh, this one's aftermarket, so that doesn't matter. Yeah, they're the same either way. So you just slip this piece over, screw it on, and then if you look, you notice that that's offset, so you gotta align that. And I'll show you how to do it if you lost track of how you put it on. It's actually pretty easy. You just kind of look at it and eyeball it and figure it out. It's kind of hard to slip on with one hand. Hold on. You want to have this sitting like that, where the offset is more towards the passenger side. So, yeah, don't accidentally put it in like that, because then it'll be too far forward. They set it backwards because it'd be easier than, you know, making a motor mount where, you know, one of them comes out here and the other one comes out there, and that was loud. Anyway, where one of them is like that, so it was just easier for them to drill holes there, which I don't blame them. Well, because it's pouring, but basically you gotta just line it up in there so that it's on those two little studs that are sticking up, and then just screw it in. Hold on. Basically, As long as you got those threaded in barely, you could hit them with an impact and the engine will lift itself back into position, and then you could just bolt those in and you're good to go. So those two and all that, and you're sure it's tight. I don't know how you torque it down. I just impacted it and it's fine. I mean, it's for sure not coming apart. But you can remove your jack. Hold on. It's barely tight. Oh, okay, so the car was lifted up by it. Oops. Yeah. Oh well. Of course, thank you for hitting my subframe route. Come on. This jack doesn't go all the way down by itself. There we go. There's no oil leaking all over it, and oil pan's fine. So yeah, just make sure you don't do that. Definitely don't lift your vehicle by the oil pan. Yep, everything's good. And then, although it wasn't that bad, because I could literally lift it up the same myself. Then what you do is you put in this little strap like this. There you go. And oh yeah, this way. You set that in there, clip it over, and you're done. That's it. That is how you replace a motor mount on a General Motors end body car, which, you know, as the title says, includes the Alero, Grand Am, Malibu, Cutlass, and there's another one. I don't know if the Oldsmobile Achievia, if that's W body or an N body. Yeah, I'll put it in the title. You guys will see. There's a few more too. There's another Buick. But yep, that's how easy it is. And we'll start it up and test it before I close the hood, actually. See how good I did. I know this one's got some other issues too, so it's not going to fix the full clunk, but if you have it, it'll definitely help. There's another motor mount back there, and the trick to that is pulling out the engine and transmission or dropping the subframe, which I'm not going to do again unless it really needs to be done. But it's got a area here where you can mount a W body motor mount, or U body, or H body. So you can take one out. You have to kind of customize it, so it doesn't really matter which car you take it off of. It could be a W body like a Grand Prix, or a U body like a one of the GM minivans like a Chevy Venture, or Oldsmobile Silhouette, or Pontiac Montana. And then there's also like the Bonneville and the Buick Park Avenue. Those are the H bodies, so you can take it off of that and it'll mount there. Well, actually, now that I think about it, I think only off the W body. Only those. Oh yeah, only the W body and U body might work, because I don't know if the mounting pattern is the same on the front of the engine. But basically, what you could do, you have to measure it, is mount it there, and then it mounts to this core support. This intake is not aftermarket. It's off of a Grand Am. So it's still an N body. It's technically OEM, but it's used and it's off a car that it wasn't meant to go on. So I don't know if it's technically aftermarket or not. But basically, yeah, that's it with that. So we'll see how it runs